Hello, my name is Simone Slater and I'm an independent Kaszazz consultant in Tasmania, and I'd like to introduce you to this fantastic little machine here, the Bellish Ezy Press. It's an A4 roller die cutting and embossing machine, and so what's great about that is that you can cut really big dies out, anything up to A4 size like these ones. Okay, and it comes with all the mats that you need. Okay, so there's 5 of them. We have our base mat, and we use that for all our cutting and embossing, and we have our embossing pad, which is B, and a floppy mat to go with it, and we have our C mat, which is for our standard paper cutting dies. We have our D mat, which is for our thick paper cutting dies, and we also have this other one, X pad, which is for all other brand dies. Now this machine is compatible with most leading dies and brands, but it's not compatible with the Sizzix Originals, the Biggs dies and Tim Holtz dies, because they're far too thick to fit through a machine. So if you're unsure, just ask your nearest consultant. Alrighty, and another thing that's great is it's portable, very lightweight and portable, so you can take it anywhere. You can store the handle in this little candy compartment up the top here, and it just goes on like that. Alright, and what I also like to do is store all my other little dies in here as well. Okay, and if you notice on the dies, it's also got some instructions on there, and it tells you what pads that you need to go with the dies. So on this one it will say thick paper die, use pad A and D, so it's really easy. Alright, and also there's instructions across the front here that also gives you handy little ideas about which pads to use, but you won't need that before long because you'll get so used to them, it'll be easy. Okay, so the plates, these come out and extend out like that, and we also have a little lever down here which helps it suction to the table so that it doesn't move. Alright, so then we're ready to use it. Okay, so what I'm going to show you how to make today is this little card here. And this dress was made using our Scallop die. And the bottom here is made using a piece out of our envelopes set, which is this piece here. But we're not using it on an envelope today. Normally that would look like this on our envelope. But we're going to use it on our card. I'm going to show you how to do that. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is cut out our scallop. So it says on here, tells you what to use. So it says on here to use our standard paper die using pad A and C. So we'll get our little piece of paper. Now with our die facing upwards and our cardstock facing down. Now the reason being for facing down is that we don't want to get any impressions on the side that we want to see from our mat, because our mats have cutting impressions on them, and if we put that face down onto the other side, then we're going to get the impressions on that. So that's the way we do it. Pop that in there like that. Now this should be really easy to roll through. If it's not, just reverse your state and check that you're using the right pads. Alright, so that's that cut out. There's our little scallop. Now we need 2 of those, so I've cut one out previously, so we have our 2 all ready to go. Now the next thing we want to do is to cut out the 2 parts of our dress. So what I've done is, to make this dress up for the future, I've cut out just some little templates out of one. So the top part's got like 4 little scallops growing across the top, and the bottom part of the dress is like that. And you can make the dress bigger or wider or longer, whatever you like. So the next thing to do is just line that up with a scallop. I'm just going to draw around that. Then I'm just going to cut them out. So there we have our 2 little pieces. So then all you need to do is just stick those together, and I'm just using a little bit of tape to do that. I'm just going to use some 3mm tape. Just going to pop a little bit across the top there like that. Pop the top part on there like that. Alright, so there we have our little dress. Okay, next thing I want to do is put a little bit of tape around the front of the dress, because we're going to add our ribbon, and a little bit down underneath the ribbon, so the ribbon's got something to stick to. And again, using 3mm tape, just overhang it a little bit so you can wrap a little bit around the back. So like that, just wrap those bits around the back like that. And then I'm just going to put a little bit down here so that when I wrap my ribbon around I can fold it over and place it downways, and it's just going to stick down like that. Alright, okay, take that off. First, pop our little bit of ribbon pre-cut. Alright, now I'm going to bring that in a little bit, and then that one in a little bit too, just to one side of the dress or in the middle or wherever you like really, and then pop that little bit of tape just underneath like I said before, so that when you fold that down it's going to stay. So far it's like that. So we can just trim that ribbon. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is just cut out our little flower for our dress, which is that one there. Right, and to do that we're using this little die here. Okay, again it says to use a thick paper die, pad A and D this time. Alright, so we'll pop him on there like that. A little bit of purple cardstock. We just want the little ones on the end there. We just want one of those. And what we'll do now is just glue it on to the little dress, and we'll just use a pin in our glossy accents because sometimes the end gets a bit blocked. So grab our little dress, a little dot of glue. And I like using our tweezers for placing small things and embellishments on. Just have to hold that there for a little minute. Alright, and the next thing is just to stick a little rhinestone or sticky bling in the centre, and I've just used a little one out of our Flourish sticky bling. Again, using our tweezers to pick it up and just pop it on the centre. Just give that a good push down. And there's our little dress ready to go. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is how to do this bit across here. Okay, so what you have to do is just want to cover that bottom row there, and that's all. So you're just going to place it on there like that. Just like that. And then our cutting D on top. And because it's so intricate, that I like to wind it through, reverse it back up and wind it through again just to make sure. Okay, and just peel it off. And if there's any little bits remaining, you can just get your tweezers or a pair of scissors and just pop them out like that. Alright, so there we are. Now the next part is just attaching that to a yellow bit I've already cut out. Just using a little bit of super tape so when I get the same size. You might have to overlap it a bit depending on how big you cut your first bit. Alright, so basically that's long enough. So I'm just going to line them up like that and just put a bit of tape across the back. Okay. Just get a little piece of coloured cardstock and another little piece of purple organdy ribbon, and again using the 3mm tape and overlapping the tape a little bit so we can wrap it around the back. Just place it across the centre, and it's much easier to put your ribbon on if you put tape on your cardstock first rather than try and put tape on the ribbon itself. To try and keep ribbon nice and flat and straight while you're trying to get tape on is just almost impossible. So this is the best way of doing it. Okay, and then you can pull it nice and tight. Just cinch it right over your card. Wrap that around the back like that, and then just pop that on the bottom. So take the tape that we put on there previously off and just place that across the bottom there like that, just covering that join. There we go. Okay, now with our A5 card, textured cardstock, folded and scored it in half, we're just going to place some more tape on the back to stick it down. Right, there we are. Now, what we have left to do is our two little pieces of card for mounting behind the dress, and what I like to do is just distress the edges with our little paper distresser. It's got little blades all the way around. You can just choose one and distress the edges. I'm going to do that to both pieces. We have two distressed pieces. And then all you do is mount that onto your page. So, well, I'm super taping the purple one first and mounting the black one. Just put it on an angle like that. Then I'm going to magic mount the dress also. There you go. If you would like to purchase any of the products seen today or just have some inquiries, you can go to the website at www.kaszazz.com, or you can contact them on 1800 649 191, or alternatively you can go to my blog at www.simoneKaszazzconsultant.blogspot.com, and I'll be only too happy to answer any questions, and you can contact me through there. Thank you so much for watching my video.